I found Trump's secret female fan club, and it is so much worse than you think. Literally, rich women form this cult for Trump. Okay, so have you heard of the Trumpettes? Because I came across this clip last night and I cannot stop thinking about them. I'll show you them in a second, but just imagine a bunch of old, wealthy, mostly older white women, very leathery skin, very RuPaul makeup, very like pageant-esque apparel, and they're all at a Beverly Hills gala in 2015. We're setting the stage, and they're deciding that the country is basically on fire unless Donald Trump becomes president. So they form this club. They call themselves the Trumpettes, and they think they're going to save the world from affordable health care, life-saving care during a pregnancy-related complication. Real quick, before I show you this first clip, I'm Lauren Paritra. Please take a moment to subscribe, turn those notifications on, hit that bell, and prepare to hype this video because everything just keeps getting more and more sideways, and it really does take all of us to call out this nonsense and combat it. So, okay. Please meet Trumpette's president and founder, Toni Holt Kramer.
Hi everyone, I'm Toni Holt Kramer, founder, president of Trumpette USA, but not going to talk to you about politics. I think we all need a change, something new. How about talking about the new rage, which is mature women with younger men? I think that's kind of interesting. I've been doing some research on it because we all need a change. I mean, we know all the stories about older men with younger women. That's old news. How about mature women with younger men? Some of the most interesting stories are going to come your way if you keep following me on all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, everything I can think of, social media, YouTube, and so forth. And I'll tell you why, because I think there's a lot to be learned. And, we all have to take other directions and take other roads so that we open our vistas and that we open our knowledge and our mind to what's going on.
Okay, not gonna lie, this outfit kind of eats, but I was watching this because I was like, who is this lady on this acid trip-esque rant about Cougarism? She's like, here, we've got a lot to learn, a lot to be learned. And we need to open our knowledge and mind in order to explore and reach new vistas. And I'm like, okay, she's about to pitch some hallucinogenics. I'm listening. What vista are we wandering up to? And somehow, despite the mild hallucination kind of energy she's giving off, and presumably maybe even experiencing, she brings it back to a conclusion, a very specific, very prescriptive conclusion about Cougarism. Yes, this is the path. Older women should date younger men. That's what the universe wants. Okay. And I just knew this was going to be good. It's always good when anyone starts with, I've been doing some research, especially when that somebody has zero qualifications for literally anything. And they announce that they've been researching a topic. You know, you're about to go someplace weird. And then it's on to talking about the YouTube and the social medias, and it trails off. And she's speaking like she's standing at the edge of a canyon, looking out for that vista. But then, like, who's recording this for her? Her housekeeper? So again, this is the Trumpette's founder and president, Toni Holt Kramer, and she calls Trump an alpha male. She claims single, widowed, or divorced women need a strong man like him looking out for them, and has quite the reputation for not caring at all about the women accusing Trump very valid accusations of sexual misconduct. How do I know what happened? I'm not going to go there. That's a direct quote from her. Super noble. And she has pictures of Trump everywhere in her gaudy ass mansion, like he's not an ugly, melting, wax figure looking man. And other Trumpettes are no less absurd. Rhonda Shear, former TV host, hosts fundraisers for Trump, proudly posting Trump Pence signs on her lawn and basically blamed Hillary Clinton for the Access Hollywood tape. And she thinks women who didn't scream back at unwanted attention in Hollywood are idiots. Okay, we're going to victim shame, are we? And then Carol Connors, an Oscar-nominated songwriter, says she's undecided these days, but still loyal to her friends. Loyalty is more important than ethics or any policy. We just got to stay in the tribe. And what do these Trumpettes do? They whine about Democrats winning in Miami. Kramer just tweeted this, that Ron DeSantis' Florida is at stake. Not the people's Florida, not the people of Florida at stake. Ron DeSantis' power is at stake. From what? What is it at stake from? Not letting women bleed out and die from pregnancy-related complications? Drag queens reading books to kids? Queens who can actually read and interact with children, unlike Melania? DeSantis may try and rally Republicans, but his record in Florida is full of horrible policies that have energized voters to show up against him. He pushed the Don't Say Gay law, which censors discussions of queer issues in schools and has led to mass book removals. God forbid a kid reads a book with a penguin with two dads. He cracked down on immigrants by eliminating in-state tuition for undocumented students. No education. And expanding deportation programs. Why? People just want healthcare. They don't want expanded deportation programs. And he also famously signed the 6-week abortion ban. You don't even know if you're pregnant at 6 weeks. And that restricts reproductive rights before most people ever even know they're pregnant. He rolled back childhood vaccine requirements, putting public health and children at risk. And his Stop Woke Act limits how schools can teach about race and inequality, undermining academic freedom. Wins like Eileen Higgins' Miami mayoral victory with, I think it was 59% to 41%, shows that Floridians are rejecting these harmful policies and sending a clear message to the Republicans to fuck off.
Hi, everyone. I'm Toni Holt Kramer, founder, president of Trumpette USA. You know, I've been home since yesterday after I watched the president in Butler and the vice president-to-be, J.D. Vance, and all the wonderful people that were around there. And I haven't been able to get it out of my mind because I know that this country needs those people like it needs oxygen. Exactly like it needs oxygen. You know, I'm home. I didn't plan to do a show. Forgive me. I'm not my usual me. As you know, you can see. Not made up, not dressed. I'm in my sweats. I was supposed to not work tonight. I mean, I was just going to sit home and watch TV.
Trumpette's founder and president just said this. People need Trump like they need oxygen. And she said this right after the Butler ear gape, the bullet to the ear situation. She said, like oxygen. And she said, I don't have any makeup on today. I didn't know this is happening. Baby, we don't care. This is a man who may or may not have had his ear grazed by a bullet at a rally and then immediately started selling merch about it, like within days. 17 felony convictions. Can't finish a sentence about policy without veering off into some weird rant about crowd size or windmills killing birds, whatever. That guy, I just can't. There are no vistas wide enough for this. No amount of research on the YouTube that is going to make this make sense, Tony. But you do you, I guess. But hey, if you want to keep tabs on this absolute circus that is American politics right now and the Trumpettes, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notification bell and share this with somebody who really, really needs a reality check because clearly some of these people are breathing a different kind of air.